So, welcome, everybody. Welcome. We are so happy to have you all here. So, as some of you have probably seen our group Life After JW Facebook page, we have come up with the name Worldwide XJW Concert. So, some have asked, like, what's the background behind this? What brought this event into life? So let's talk to somebody who knows the background behind this. So let's talk to Shane.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
How you going, Patty?
We are ready.
We are ready. So the background. Well, thanks to a guy called Dan Riley, we had him on the Moving On section where he was telling us some of the fun things he was doing in his life away from the J Dubs. And in that conversation, the idea of a concert thing came up. And that's where it all started. Then a few of us in the Life After team got to thinking, um, well, what about Wes? Wes was on there, and Sapphire Phoenix. And there was more and more names that came along. And so as we were going along, we realized that we could celebrate the opportunity to be able to celebrate some of the things that we can now do now that we're no longer in the J Dubs. And so the idea sprang from there. Um, as you can see there, somebody who's going to be part of the concert, Sapphire Phoenix. It's nice to see you, Sapphire. And Tim's a wonderful example of how you can move on and do things that you really want. And one way that seems to be about happiness and joy is producing music. And so the list started to grow. The idea started to come out of that. And then a poll, well, we asked for names in three groups around the XJW community. And some of the names that came out of it, we'll get to the top four shortly. A lot of people had freedom festival, freedom fighters. There was a lot of with the freedom side of things. Some of the other ones, Revelation Revolt, that was one of them. There was just, we had 49 names that were able to be put forward to do the list. We then compiled those 49 names, and we gave it to the panel, which you yourself, Patty, was on the panel. And we got down there and took out the top. We got down to, I think, about 10. And we went down that list and took out the ones that were the most popular, which ended up to be four. And the four that came out, and hopefully I can pronounce one of them. One was Freedom Fest, Wild and Free, Cultapolza, if I pronounced that right, and another one was Uncaged. We put that poll up into a number of the groups around. We got the responses back. And so today we're going to be looking at some of the names which we've just highlighted and see who the winner is of what our worldwide JDub festival, XJW festival is going to be called. So would you like to know what it's going to be called, Patty?
I would love to know what it's going to be called. So before we go to anything further, let's watch this short video and it will tell us all about it. So,
So there it is, Patty.
yes, Uncaged.
Uncaged.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fantastic name that came out of the 49 that we got.
I did too because it's a good description of what we can be if we want to be that way.
Absolutely. The choice is up to us.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
So, would you like to know who came up with this name?
Yes. So let's interview Jessica and see how she came up with the name Uncaged.
Hey.
Hey, Jessica.
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
can hear
certainly can hear you.
you. So, Jessica, how did you come up with the name Uncaged?
You know, for me, growing up as a witness, that's how it felt to me, that we were sort of in this bubble. You were in a cage, you were separated from the world. You could see it, but you couldn't touch it. And I would just remember feeling like, it was something that was presented as dangerous and scary and dirty. And now that we've broken free of the religion, I really feel like we've been set free. We've been uncaged. We have the right to make decisions about how we live our life that work best for us without anybody putting their standards or their requirements on us. So for me, it was just like a mental freedom followed by a physical freedom. And that's, as soon as I saw the poll, I knew that's the name that I thought was so fitting.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. So what did you have any other steps that brought you to that name?
Um, a friend and I were talking before about like if we ever got tattoos, like ex-witness tattoos, what we would want it to be. And that was something that we discussed was like an open bird cage, with a
Oh,
bird flying out, because I think it just represents the mental freedom more than the physical freedom, because a lot of people physically leave, but they're not mentally free. So for
exactly.
me, it's such a mental thing, when you can break free of those beliefs and that idea that everything is scary if you're not a witness. For me, that was it's so appropriate because in every way, you can be mentally set free, uncaged. So.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Well,
I think it's a
we
fantastic
all
name.
love that name, and we're so grateful that you came up with that name.
Thank you.
So next, we're going to talk to Michelle. We heard that Michelle, you are playing a special event. Oh, Michelle's not here.
Michelle's not quite here yet. But what we can do is if I just
Oh,
take
this
this
is-
down, we will get her picture up.
Michelle is with us
Might be
in
the best
spirit.
idea.
Yes. I think she's out doing her artwork.
Maybe she is. But everybody will recognize Michelle. And,
Oh, yes,
well, at
yes, yes.
least maybe her hair.
There she
There's
is.
Michelle. Oh, no,
Yes.
just one moment. Just one moment. We can do one better, I think. And we will do away with this one. And we will bring the real Michelle in.
Yes, Michelle.
I was like, I'm here.
There you are.
You made it. Michelle, welcome. It's so nice to have you here with us. So,
Thank you.
Michelle,
It's nice to be here.
tell us what special part you're going to play in this event.
Well, you're going to have to listen to me randomly try to be funny and introduce everyone that's in the lineup. So, yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, Michelle's same country as me, New Zealand. And so we're going to look forward to seeing Michelle with her funny.
You're going to start the party early over there.
Yeah, we are going to start it early. Because if we started like at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, which is fine for New Zealand, the ones from the United States are going to struggle to be awake.
That'll be nighttime, yeah.
It'll be nighttime. So,
yeah.
So when we talk about the aspect of a time zone near you, most on this side of the world, New Zealand, Australia, Filipinos, there's only sort of like a 4-hour difference in the time zone, whereas on your side of the world, you've got 5 different Is it 5 or 6 in the US?
Time zones? Actually,
Yeah,
there's 4. I think there's
4.
4.
Yeah, so it's a matter of sorting out. So on your side of the world, it's most probably going to be Saturday, sort of
Yeah,
like
right.
latish morning to early afternoon.
Mhm.
Well, that's the plan. We're working through the time zone thing so that the ones who have come forward, and we're so grateful for the ones who have come forward. And the pictures in that introduction to the naming, ones that have agreed to come on, and you might recognize some of them. One being Fifth, Cliff, he's going to come on. We've got BJ from Nigeria, Peter
Mhm.
and Ella, they're from Australia. So the countries at the moment we have, there's 8 of them that are represented around the world. So I guess I can give a bit of an invitation out to ones if they would like to be part of this in the early stages of the setup. We'd love to hear from you, or maybe you know somebody. By all means, reach out. Shortly, we'll put out the ways that you can contact us. But yeah, we've got a good number already willing to be participating in our live stream, and they're so excited. So
So
thank you.
all the final details about all the time zones and everything, that will be final next week, right, Shane?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Like it can be 8 o'clock here in the morning in Australia. It's 6 o'clock in the Philippines, which is going to be represented. It's
Mhm.
4 o'clock. So the ones on this side of the planet will be New Zealand time in the
Mhm.
afternoon. Those are the sort of little ins and outs that we're working through. The ones who volunteered, we've got one from Brazil. He's
I saw that.
looking forward to coming on. We've got BJ from Nigeria,
Mm.
a number from the States, we've got a number from the UK, a couple from Australia, one from New Zealand, and like I said, one from, have I missed anything? Oh, Canada.
Mm.
So there's the 8 that have said, yep, they'd love to be able to be part of this thing. And so the team in behind it, they're going to be getting to work and doing a number of different things. And we have the opportunity to be part of that. So yeah, like David says there, sounds like fun. That's the whole idea. We want to
Yeah.
celebrate our fun, freedom from a
Yeah.
high control environment that we've all come from. And
Yeah.
there's more to be added to the list of the ones that have already said they're going to come on. So where's the number going to end up? I will let you know closer to the time. So yeah,
So also we're gonna create an event page for the group,
we
and
are.
all the details will be in the event page.
It will, and we will
Mm.
get that to spread around. But if you want to be in touch, that is the email to get there. I know it's a little bit longer,
Yeah.
but by all means, we'll leave that up for a little bit. By all means, reach out to that email address, and the team will then be able to get in contact with you, and we'll be able to share the fun around the world.
Yeah, please help us share and spread the word and share the link so more people can be involved. And, more people can see the event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
one of
is
the best
gonna be
things I'm
fun.
looking forward to is hearing Michelle be the MC and telling her jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to. Thankfully,
She's
we've got
gonna
some
rock it.
time for me to come up with some.
She's gonna rock it.
Okay.
Oh, that's the dog.
Yeah.
And he might be able to come and make a cameo too. Well, at least his
Yeah, he can
barkers
do some
anyway.
vocalizing.
All right.
Shush.
Just we've got a couple of things here. One from Sapphire: to help with time zones issues, would it help to have some performances pre-recorded? There are some already who have said they want to be there, but they're going to be busy, and so they're going to be pre-recording some of the songs that they would like to perform. But it's not generally an issue, because you guys in the States and that side of the planet, the time zone's nice and user-friendly. So yes, you can pre-record. There is one thing that I would encourage if you want to be part of this is YouTube doesn't like people who copy other artists. They give you copyright strikes. They can take down the live stream. And I know many who I've spoken to have songs that they've made themselves. And that would be great to see, so that, it's singing. They don't seem to mind that. Doesn't get a copyright and things like that. Okay, so we have another one here. Whoever came up with the awesome name should have a part in introducing some of the musicians. There's something for you to think about, Jessica.
I'm a behind the scenes type of person. I'll support you from over there, but I don't get in front of the camera. This is an exception.
This is an exception, and we're very grateful. So yeah, there's the opportunity to do that. So that's the email address. There's other ways that you can contact us, is if you're in Twitter. Somebody suggested about 6 weeks ago that the Life After group on Facebook should, because we're doing the live streams, should have a Twitter. And so that was set up. And also there is the opportunity to go to YouTube and type in Life After Jehovah's Witnesses and look for the smiley faces.
Yes.
And you'll be able to see that with regards to connecting to the, what do we got here? Okay, what's Gary saying? Very often YouTube has given me a copyright strike for performing my own copyrighted material. Right. So that's something that we're going to try and counteract. Whether it happens or not, only time will tell, but we'll do our best to keep the live stream going and make sure that that we can get on with the live stream and we can all enjoy the fun. All right, we can take that one down. Back to you, Patti.
So that pretty much sums it up. If you have any questions or if you want to get involved, like Shane said, please email us. And we are all so excited about this. We are all looking forward to having fun and all getting together and enjoying that freedom.
Absolutely. So we look forward to seeing everybody on the live stream. We'll constantly give updates to be able to let everybody know what's going on, to let you know some of the new things that are happening in the preparation for October the 2nd and 3rd. Now, keep in mind, it is going to be an online event. I know I've had a number of people say, are we going to do this in person? Simple answer is no. Because we're all from all over the world, and with COVID being around, for one, you couldn't get into New Zealand, and we would struggle to get back into New Zealand if we left to come to America. So we're trying to keep from causing COVID to be spread around the world, and so we've got another comment here, Uncaged 2021. And all going well. This won't be just the first time. If there is a lot of interest in the idea of an XJW concert, the Uncaged, then we will be able to do that next year. And we look forward to seeing everybody on the day, whichever you are, the 2nd or the 3rd of October, to be able to be there, have the fun. You'll be able to make comments through either Facebook, YouTube, or even Twitter. It comes through on the stream, and let's look forward to that. And if we can get everybody to share the links around, which we'll make sure we put on Twitter, onto YouTube, and into our Life After JW Facebook group. And that's where a lot of the action has been happening. That's where the idea came up, and all the ones on the screen are part of that. And they playing a role in behind the scenes. And we want to say thank you to you ladies for being there, not to mention ones like Stella Enica. There is a guy in there called Rex. There's massive amount of work that's going on, and we look forward to seeing the good results. But like Patti said, let's enjoy it. And until our next live stream, which we've got an exciting one coming up for the ladies. If you want to follow on there, we've got a panel of 6 ladies who are going to be talking about what it's like in and out of the organization. And maybe we could learn something from that. But until then, you guys keep safe. Thank you, Patti, for hosting our live stream, and Jessica for coming on. We've appreciated how you came up with that. And we look forward in time to see young Michelle with her fantastic pink hair being the MC for the event. So until then, keep safe, look after yourselves, and we'll catch you soon. Bye now.